Okay, so I'm just going to start off rattling off questions to you, okay?
Okay.
And you just talk, and then eventually you'll take that down,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to see your pretty face. Okay, so Allyssa, where were you born?
I was born in Oak Bluffs on Martha's Vineyard. I was actually born a little early, but my mom had the pleasure of almost having me on the wrong side of the bridge.
Yeah.
So it was, but I came out real quick. Ta-da! Here I am.
What's that you're wearing on your face? Can you tell us about
This?
that little? Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a mask that whenever I talk or whenever sound happens, it will flicker to the sound, and I have a sensitivity bar underneath this.
Mm-hmm.
For the word to the wise, everyone don't get this because it's my thing. No, I'm just kidding. But it's also, it's a fleece line, so summer's around the corner. I'm not going to be wearing it very much. But yeah, so it's pretty different.
It's your trademark?
Well, the headphones more so. The headphones are my thing.
Yeah.
I've always, well, since I got them, I want to say like 6 years ago,
Yeah.
I haven't let them go. I've wanted to wear them everywhere and every day and every hour, just about. But, yeah, it's funny. My husband and I say, at the end of the night, it's, okay, did you charge your headphones? Did you charge your phone? So it's all the electronics have to get charged, and this is one of the key electronics.
So this is what you do for fun because you guys just don't want to grow up.
Yeah, that, and also because, like, I mean, especially in this time of day,
Yeah.
you know, like, it's bad out there. Like, COVID's a thing, and I just want to brighten everyone's day.
Yeah. Yeah. So can we see what you look like underneath the mask?
I suppose it's gonna scratch, so it's Velcro.
Oh my goodness, you're beautiful, Allyssa. So, Allyssa, tell us, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Vineyard Haven on Martha's Vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, I lived with my mom and my stepbrothers at the time, along with my stepfather. Didn't really have a good upbringing with the step family, but you know what? I'm just living my life. I'm enjoying it. I've always been different. Like, I used to wear like keychains around my neck, like a giant necklace, and people would think I'm crazy, but you know what? It's just me. I like being different.
You.
I am 28.
28.
28
Okay.
years old.
Tell me a little bit more about your family. Did you? They still live there now?
Yeah. So, my aunt commutes back and forth from Hyannis to Martha's Vineyard to do. She works in a nursing home in the hospital there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but everyone else is there year round. So, like, I'm basically related to almost everyone on the island. Because my dad's side I'm Wampanoag and African American on my dad's side, and on my mom's side I'm a little bit of everything, but like mainly Scot-Irish and French Canadian that I know of.
French Canadian. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of everything.
And where'd you go to school?
I went to the Tisbury School on Martha's Vineyard, and then that was for K through 8, and then for high school, it was Martha's Vineyard Regional High School, the only high school on the island. So.
Mm-hmm. And did you graduate?
I did.
You did.
I did.
Congratulations. and where'd you go from there?
From there, I was working in a mom and pop retail store called Brickman's on Martha's Vineyard in Vineyard Haven. I was there for 3 years. Before that, I was working at the movie theaters on the island for 6 years, and then moved up here to be with my now husband, and it's been a wonderful adventure.
Would you describe your childhood on the island as good, bad, interesting?
I mean, it was up and down. I mean, I didn't have a very good time with my stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
He was abusive, but I don't want to get into that.
Right.
But I do have, I've always had my mom and my grandmother. They've always been there for me, and they've treated me like gold. So it's been an honor to be there with them at all times. And then for them to be, like, it was funny, when I first moved up here, you'd think my mom would be like, don't go, no, please. And instead, I'm like, hey, Mom, can I move in? Would you be upset if I moved in with my husband? Or at the time, my boyfriend.
Right.
And she goes, okay, bye. And I'm like, what? But no, she was very proud of me because growing up autistic, it was kind of hard. Not having many friends, nobody really understood me. But no, it's a lot more. It's easier to think of now. But it was hard growing up, but I've worked through it, and it's been a process.
Yeah. So he was here first. Is that what brought you to Hyannis?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you still have contact with all your family, too. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So, so what do you think of Hyannis?
Hyannis is very different from Martha's Vineyard. So on Martha's Vineyard, there's not really any fast food. The only one I've seen is Dairy Queen, but that's really only ice cream. They probably had hot dogs and hamburgers for a while, so they had that, and then and they don't have a mall. So of course it's entertaining to be at the mall, right. But at the same time, I also love the views. Like, outside of my condo, I've got this beautiful view, so it's really pretty. And, I mean, going up and down Main Street, it's just relaxing to me. So, and that's probably how everyone knows me, too. That or the mall.
So what do you, how long have you been here in Hyannis?
In Hyannis, I've been here since, I know the exact date, March 28th, 2014.
Wow, so you've been here were you able to make a lot of friends around here?
Yeah, I mean, a decent amount of friends, it was just the ones that, I treat right, they treat me right, works for me.
Right.
So.
What's your favorite memory so far in Hyannis?
My favorite memory so far in Hyannis? My first date with my husband.
Tell us about that.
So, my first date, he was expecting to go all overboard on me. He wanted to do, like, a fancy, expensive dinner, and I meet up with him, and he's like, so, where do you want to go? I'm like, Taco Bell. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, they don't have that on the island, please. It was a simple thing, but no, it was just, the first date was definitely the best.
And any plans of going back to the vineyard, or do you miss the vineyard, or do you prefer here?
I mean, I miss the island, yes, but I like being on my own here.
Right.
Because my mom originally thought that because of my autism, I don't use that in any way. But, like, my mom thought, when I was a young child, that when I grew up, she thought I'd just be in her house or in the apartment behind, or the house behind hers when I grew up. But I succeeded above and beyond what she expected, and she was very proud of me. She still is, but,
Yeah. And so what do you do in Hyannis? Are you working, or do you...
Yeah, so I work at Moonshine Leather.
Yeah.
It's a great little leather shop. I've enjoyed the place. I've only been there for a little while now, but, they make everything handmade, just about everything, I should say, but they're teaching me the craft, and it's so exciting. I love it, and it's so much fun.
So you're learning a little bit about leather making?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm making bracelets, like the leather braided bracelets, and the belts I'm somewhat learning. I'm getting it down pretty good, so here's hoping.
Do you see yourself doing it?
Oh yeah, for years and years. I can see
Wow.
that happening.
Great. So you're here for the long term.
I am.
Yeah. So tell me, what are some of the biggest challenges of living in Hyannis? Are there any challenges here for you?
Well, there is one challenge. When I first moved up here, I didn't expect it to be so difficult to get from point A to point B without a car because I don't have my license. But no, it's been kind of chaotic trying to travel. So I rely on my husband for everything basically, or I'll walk to wherever I'm going, which is why everyone sees me.
So your husband drives, and okay, good. So when you were a kid on the vineyard, did you have any dreams aside from moving to Hyannis and working in a leather shop?
I wasn't really. I wanted to become an artist, to make drawings or do artwork or even fashion design. I had a wide range of different things I wanted to do, but I still draw from time to time. I just never really saw it going through as anything more than just something fun.
Mm-hmm. And I see that you got a lot of like action figures and stuff like that. So
I'm a collector. Definitely like things like that.
Do you have a creative side or?
Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of, I do make a lot of art that has, like, custom designs for clothing, or, like, have elf characters or what have you, but, like, I'm more into the fashion part of it. Like, I've made some strange outfits for my characters. No character is the same, so... but they all have a different costume. And I'm like, yes.
Do you ever plan on putting that out there, your work out there, what you're doing, the creativity?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to. I've had some bad experiences online before, so I'm a little nervous, but I should definitely do it.
Bad experiences? What happened?
Well, I mean, it was an old website I used to go on called Gaia Online. It was like a cartoon, create your avatar kind of thing, and I did like fan art for the characters, and I thought they looked really nice, but next thing I know, there were a couple people that are like, oh, that's not worth any of the in-game currency. That's not even worth 10, which is like minimal.
Oh, so they were discouraging you.
Yeah,
oh,
so
you can't listen to those people.
Yeah, and that's
that, right?
why I know, because all the comments I get from the ears aren't always positive, so I'm like, I'm starting to get more comfortable with it, but when it comes to my artsy side, I'm still a little shy, you know.
The ears are just you. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You're expressing yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So who would you say the most influential person in your life has been up to this point?
Definitely my mom and or my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has been a huge part of my life in the way that I don't think anyone could ever do. But she's been like very supportive, and she's made me want to support other people, although it's not always a good thing. But you know, it's nice to be able to help people, want to help people, you know, do the right things. And as for my grandmother, she's always taught me what I should and shouldn't do in finances, so I'm still learning that part, but I aspire to be grandma.
What would you describe as the best thing that's ever happened to you in your life?
That's a hard one. You had to ask me that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That's what I do.
The best thing that's ever happened to me? Well, I guess I could say getting married. That's not a bad answer.
And where did you get married?
I got married in my mom's front yard on Martha's Vineyard.
And how was that?
It was fantastic. It was the happiest day of my life. I guess it was, it definitely was the best thing that ever happened to me.
So happily married.
Happily married, happily ever after, you know.
Living in Hyannis.
Living in Hyannis, yep.
And the future's wide open, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm very open.
What's your biggest regrets? Do you have any big regrets about any at all?
Big regrets.
It's okay if you don't. It's actually good if you don't.
You're making me think, and I don't even know. I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Allyssa, are you a religious person?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm still getting into it, but yeah.
Kind of helps you along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely straightening my mind and my focal points.
Yeah.
But it's a little unusual for me, considering I grew up not really doing anything with religion, so. And now that my in-laws are both pastors, it's like, whoa, where'd this come from?
Right.
So then I naturally, being a curious cat, was like, So I went to go see it, and I enjoyed my time and keep going, you know?
Yeah. Great. Thank you, Allyssa.
Thank you.
Will you talk to us again?
Absolutely.
Sometime in the future? Just do an update, because we can't always cover it in one sitting.
Of course.
But, great. No, that's awesome. So what's going on tonight? It's Friday night.
It's Friday night, and I'm ready for a nap.
You ready for a nap?
No, I'll probably go to the mall.
Go to the mall?
I'm so indecisive all the time.
What's the mall like lately? I haven't been there since the COVID thing.
I mean, it's dying, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's just lots of stores are closing, and the carousel's gone, which is a big staple in the mall, so it's like, sad face.
Yeah.
But
what else do you do for fun around here?
video games.
Yeah.
But no, it's I like to do video games, walk around, listening to my music and sharing it through the ears, the speakers, you know. And but I just like to be myself, enjoy my time, and just be me, you know.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for having me in here. And
No problem.
And we'll hopefully do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
Very good. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Very good. And you know what? I'm torn whether I like you without the mask. You're a pretty young lady, so. But just so you know, okay?
Okay.
But, yeah. Where's that mask, anyways?
Right here.
Yeah. And it does all kinds of things.
Yeah,
right?
it's got like a little sensor in it for the adjusting the levels of the sensitivity for when you talk.
Yeah.
Flip the switch on, and you can talk.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And it flickers to the words. It's really cool.
Awesome. Thanks, Allyssa.
Thank you. You can talk.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And it flickers to the words. It's really cool.
Awesome. Thanks, Allyssa.
Thank you.
You did awesome.